Hey everybody, welcome to Team Eat, Sweat, Pray. Team Eat, Sweat, Pray. Oh my gosh, team call. If I can talk today. Let's see how this goes. Today is May 15th and we are going to organize our summer. This is going to be a very, very laid back call, you guys. Like super laid back. We're going to be pretty interactive. So those that are on their phones or maybe can't do, if you're not at your computer and you can't do this right alongside us, please get out your calendar and different things like that. So you can maybe go back through this or plan on watching the recording. If you're watching the recording, follow along with us because we'll do this fairly interactively. As far as announcements, Kate, do you have any announcements? I didn't have any really big ones aside from Summit's coming up, so if you're still thinking about it, jump in and let's do this thing. We will be starting a group here soon for those that are going to Summit. I'll probably just start a chat because we have rooms lined up and we'll get everybody kind of fit into which rooms, who's rooming with whom and whatnot. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have my kids out. They're sitting on the deck. I can see them out the window and they're having a picnic. So this is going to go one of two ways. It's going to go really, really good or it's going to go really bad and they're going to be in here crying the entire time. So I'm just going to apologize ahead of time if the second one happens, but that's okay. Kate, did you have any announcements though?
Just if you're doing the 2B mindset or you have challengers doing the 2B mindset, I posted a form to make sure that you get into a group. If you haven't been in discussion with your coach or if your coach isn't leading one, you can be active in one of these 4 groups. Sindel, Christy, myself, and Kendra and Laura are all leading groups. And so we thought we'd separate it out so that there's not so many coaches leading groups. So just be sure to get in on that.
And even if you are doing your own thing and you're like, hey, I don't really think I want to do 2B mindset, don't be afraid to jump into our groups. And you don't have to actively partake, but at least see the content that's coming through for your future groups because you guys, the content they've already put together is really good. And Kate, I don't know exactly how you're planning on running yours. I'm planning on running mine fairly close to what they're doing as far as their script that they've already given us. If you guys have no idea what we're talking about, go into your online office and find the stuff. Seriously,
Yes.
like there's an entire way to run a challenge group and you don't have to follow it exactly to a T, but I plan on basically sticking to that and then I'll be going live or, well, I guess it's not exactly live, but in the Challenge Tracker app, be like doing videos, takeaways of the day and stuff like that to help with that interaction. But
yes. And can I just say that if you aren't sharing this, you're really doing a lot of people a disservice because a lot of people already have their own fitness program and they struggle with nutrition and they don't want to do Beachbody because they have their own fitness program or they just can't exercise. So at least be sharing it as an option, even if you're not doing it. Say your team's doing it and you're excited for it. Anyways, okay, what's up?
No, it makes sense. Okay, so we are going to be organizing our entire summer. That's what we're going to be doing for our call. You guys, I need to do this. And if I don't sit down and do it, it doesn't get done. So I'm going to just preface this whole call with we can make our calendars look pretty, you guys, and plan as much as we want. If you don't actually use it, it's kind of pointless and we're wasting our time. So let's actually put together something that we're going to use and plan ahead. I'm going to tell you guys some important dates. I have posted my calendar not that long ago. I guess it was a few months ago, really, in the team page where you could see like all the things that were planned out. But today we're going to kind of talk about those different things. So if you are a pen and paper person and you like your calendar, get it out, please. But we're going to do it digitally. I'm going to show you exactly how to set it up digitally. I'm going to be sharing a few things with you guys. I think, can you share images over the chat box? I didn't think about that. I'm going to find out. We're going to find out if we can, and I'll share the images that I'm using. But what I want you guys to do right now is everybody familiar with Canva? Canva.com. So if you're on your computer right now, and like I said, we're going to do this pretty interactively. We'll try to whip through it fairly quickly, you guys, because we could spend a lot of time with this. And Kate and I are really good at making things pretty, and we can spend way too much time, and we don't want to do that. We're going to like whip it out, okay? So open up canva.com. If you do not have an account yet, set up an account. You guys, most of the things that we do as far as like our graphics and whatnot, like, you know, Pete does like our team leaderboards and stuff like that. She's using Canva. Canva is awesome. PicMonkey is another good one. A lot of coaches use PicMonkey. You don't have to use either of these. You can open up Microsoft and open up a calendar right on Microsoft and make yourself a digital calendar. You can do whatever works good for you. I'm going to show you how I do it in Canva. because I found that it works easy. I've tried all the other formats and they just didn't seem totally logical to me. And I've tried Microsoft thinking, okay, this should be really simple, right? But there's just not a great way to make your lines and do everything. Whereas Canva, you can do so much in Canva. So we're going to bring that up. So everybody open up canva.com, and I'm going to try sharing some images with you guys really quick. I'm going to try sharing them via the chat. I don't know if you can do that though. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to open up my Drive, and I'm going to make a quick thing in, everybody knows how to get into Google Drive, right? I'm sorry, I can't see you right now because I'm in the Google Drive. I'm going to go to Team Eat Sweat Pray in our Drive, you guys. And we're going to do a new folder. It's going to be called Calendar Images. I just spelled calendar wrong, so that's awesome. Whatever. And let me put these photos in here really fast. Sorry, if I would have thought ahead, I would have done this already for you guys, so I apologize that. Okay. Those will just take a second to upload. And then I'm gonna share this file with you. Okay, guys. Okay. So in the chat box, go ahead and click on that file. And these are the images I'm using to upload to Canva. And I'm gonna share my screen here real quick with you guys. Desktop. I like to talk while I do things, so if I'm just chatting to myself, that's what's going on, y'all. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go, and if I'm moving too quickly, please just let me know, you guys. I try to not move so quickly. Oh, now I'm gonna disappear all my stuff. Not what I wanted. Okay, so go to canva.com, and it should come up, you guys. Can everybody see this? Can I get a thumbs up if you're good? Okay. For all those that are following along with me, yay, awesome. Open up canva.com. And then, like I said, that Google thing that I just shared in the chat box, that has the images I'm going to use. So you can download those right to your computer. For those that are watching the recording, you'll have access to this via our Google Drive. If you don't know how to get into the Google Drive, click on our team cover photo in our Facebook page, and it gives you the instructions on how to get right into that. So it's going to be under calendar images, but you guys simply Google calendars. Like, you don't have to do anything fancy. We're going to open up a presentation though in the Canva, and a presentation is a simply well, you can do presentation, you can do 8.5 by 10, whatever it is, as long as it's going to fit on a sheet that you can print out. If you want to print it, you don't have to print this, but this is basically all you want to do. But then I've actually already uploaded these images. So I'm just going to go in here, and I have May, June, July, and August. And I'm just going to put these things right on here. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so I have space to write. But there's May. We're going to add a new page. And put June in. Once again, I'm just making this a little bit bigger. Am I going too quickly for you guys, or does this make sense? I feel like this is pretty average, normal stuff right now that I'm doing. We're going to add another page, and we're going to do July and August. And I really am not kidding you guys when I joke, like how I was joking about Kate and I like to make things really pretty. You can spend so much time doing things like this. Don't spend too much time, okay? Truly go to Google, you know, your calendars, 2018 calendars. You can download whatever. I like it to look pretty because I feel better about it, but it doesn't have to look pretty. And if you do pen and paper, do pen and paper. Do whatever works good for you. But here we go. So here we have May, June, July, and August, and we are going to plan out our entire summer, you guys. We're going to talk about names for our challenge groups, free groups, whatever it is that you're wanting to run. We're plugging these in today, okay? So if you're watching the recording while you're doing this, you need to pause and work alongside us. So first things first, I want to put in the things that are staples, things that are not changing, things that like we do all the time. First things I'm gonna put in here are our team calls. Tuesday team calls. How is everybody liking our new time? And I can't really see everybody, but I hope everybody's liking the noon time. I hope it's a little bit better for some people. All right. So team call noon. I think my thing's being a little slow, so hopefully it stops doing that. Sometimes it's really fast and sometimes it's not so much. I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. I don't care what font you guys use, do whatever works good for you, obviously. But like I said, don't spend too much time trying just to make it pretty. All right, so team calls at noon on our Tuesdays. All right, and you can go up and copy. We're gonna just fill these all out right away, you guys. So let's fill all of May's. Tuesdays we have team calls at noon. And then remember the last week of every month, you guys, we do a team-wide basic coach sneak peek or some type of invitation to coaching, whether it's a coach sneak peek, it could be a 3-day coach sneak peek, it could be a coach blitz, whatever it is. We kind of switch it up a little bit. Lately, we've been kind of doing more of like a 1-hour coaching invitation of some sort. So we're gonna copy that again. But on this one, since this will be the last week of the month, we're gonna change the words. It's not gonna say team call. We're gonna put coach sneak peek. All right, making sense so far, guys? Okay, so those are our staple things that we do every single month. And then we are going to, and you can do this through, oh, where did my day go? What just happened? Here, let me move this. We're gonna undo. Somehow I managed to delete May. There we go. Okay, so we have May, and you guys can do this for June, July, and August. But to keep things kind of rolling, I'm just gonna kind of chat about some of the things I want you to think about. When you're planning out your calendar, you are gonna be putting in your actual, your challenge groups. You're gonna put in the times that you actually, like for our coach sneak peek, when are you gonna be sending out invites to that? And we're gonna just totally structure when we're sending out invites, when you should be asking people to join you, different things along those lines. You guys, this is very simple stuff, but once again, if you don't do it, then it's really, easy not to do it. Sorry, I have to seat people or I can't like just talk to myself. It's really weird for me. So I'm moving you guys over here. There we go. Okay, so right now for May, you guys, I want everybody to put in what challenge groups they are doing. Currently, To Be Mindset is what I just started yesterday, and I think quite a few of you guys have also done that. So I'm just gonna copy this. I use the copy option a lot. Copy. To Be Mindset. And I'm gonna change the color. You guys can do whatever you want with colors, but I like colors because they stand out a little bit more to me. And then I can have a little bit better idea of when things are going on. So I'm just gonna put To Be Mindset in there. So if you guys have that going on, please do that. And then I'm gonna go over to the elements and I'm gonna get a line. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. We're just gonna do a simple, basic, straight line. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, where to put it? And I'm gonna move this up here. And then I'm gonna change it the same color, you guys. So To Be Mindset. Oh, you know what? Sorry. I'm not going to do the line. What I'm doing instead, I forgot that this doesn't work as well as I would like it to. We're going to do underscores is what I did last time, because then I can make the line whatever length I want without the weird little ends. They don't really have ones that have great ends. So to be mindset, I am going to make a line and block out basically the entire time that to be mindset is going to be running for me. And if you have pen and paper, you guys, just go ahead and plug it in and draw a line if you want. I'm gonna copy that. And I have my to be mindset. You guys might all have a little bit different, but my to be mindset is going to be running for 6 weeks. And the reason I'm doing it for 6 weeks is because I want it to take me all the way to through the end of June is how I'm doing that. So you can also, if you want, you don't have to put it in here. You can put in your official start day. You can put in whatever, you know, when it starts. If you want to put in your prep day, I'm just putting to be mindset. I know that my first week is prep, but if you want to put in official day 1 for on the 21st, you can certainly do that if that's what you're doing. But this is basically, and then I just copy these, you guys. So it takes a little bit to set it up, but once you have like all your stuff set up, then it doesn't take very long to switch things around. Okay, so there's to be mindset. And I'm gonna put this all the way down through the end of June. This is gonna be running. Is that making sense to everybody? I'm guessing it will, or it does. And this is not gonna look pretty right now. I will go back and make it prettier because that will annoy me, but for the sake of time, we are not gonna make anything pretty right now. So my group is gonna be running all the way through that last week of June. The next thing what we're gonna do, you guys, is I want you to think about when is your next group going to run then. So that's the to be mindset group. Obviously, hopefully you guys have gotten enough new people joined into your group. You guys have already hit Success Club, hopefully, fingers crossed, right? But if you have not, then you should probably be thinking about, okay, when is my next group gonna run? Do I need to, if I haven't hit Success Club, that should be a goal for you guys. Like you should be thinking about, do I wanna hit Success Club, whatnot? Maybe you wanna run a free group. Maybe you just need to be asking more people and decide, do you want people to join in the middle of these groups or do you want people to join specifically at the beginning? I have definitely found the people that join at the beginning tend to stick with it a little bit better, but this is what I'm doing through the summer. And this is definitely new to me, you guys, because, and I've talked with a few of you guys about this because the My Challenge Tracker app isn't something I'm in love with, but I'm definitely trying because I need a better way to actually function and keep track of my people. So what I am doing is I will be running a monthly group that's starting the first Monday of every month on the My Challenge Tracker app. So my next group is going to be starting the 4th. And then after that, it will be the 2nd. The first Monday of every month, there will be a new group in the My Challenge Tracker app. But on Facebook, what I'm going to be doing is a lifestyle group. So it's going to be a group that is open to anybody that maybe they're not necessarily using Shakeology. Shakeology will be a requirement for my groups that are jumping in the My Challenge Tracker app. But if they're not using Shakeology, they just want to do the Beachbody on demand, maybe they have their own thing, I can put them in my lifestyle group where there is no end, there's no beginning. I'm just posting in there every day, just simple content, information. I'm not doing any check-ins. I'm not doing anything like that. And eventually I hope it's just something that people post their sweaty selfies and kind of starts running on its own, but I still have to show up for that. So that is kind of my plan. So what I'm gonna do for June is plug in another group. Is like I said, I'm going to be doing it the first Monday of every month. Now you guys in the chat box, I want everybody just to brainstorm real quick for me, and I want you to post 2 names for a group, and we're all gonna just kind of help each other out, and you guys can write down group names. I'm gonna post a couple here. Let me get the chat box back up. How do I get to chat box? Here we go. So name two names for challenge groups that you think are good summer names. Okay. We got some confidence. I like that, you guys. So summer confidence is what Laura put in. Kate put summer confident. I put in summer slim down, confident body club, bikini boot camp. You guys, there's so many different names. Kendra put sizzling summer. Pick those names out, and you guys, it kind of gets a little bit more exciting when you're putting together this somewhat mundane calendar, honestly, because you're like, okay, yes, here I'm putting my calendar. It gets exciting to me when I'm like, yay, okay, here, I'm going to name this. And then whatever you decide that you're going to name it, you want to make sure you're amping that up and you're making sure you're going, okay, this is what the name of my thing is. What should I be concentrating the week before on? So mine, I'm going to go with the confident body. I think that's what I named mine. Let me look real quick. Or Summer Confidence Club is actually what I named mine. I'll type that in here too. Okay, so mine's gonna be called Summer Confidence, but I want you guys to put in whatever names that you want. And once again, you're gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna make my words a little bit smaller so it all fits on one line. So that's gonna be starting the 4th and gonna be running through the end of June. So I'm gonna have a little bit overlap with the 2B Mindset group, but I'm gonna have that. And you guys, one thing I want you to understand is I've been doing this for going on 4 years now with coaching. So I feel fairly confident most of the time having multiple groups running, but it's hard work. You really do have to show up. And I know there's been times that I've had too much going on, like when we had overlapping of 3 ADD obsession groups along with my other Facebook group and trying to do this lifestyle group. So like at one point I had like 5 groups going. That was too much for me and I was very overwhelmed. I'm pretty good at doing 2 groups. Even 3, I'm pretty good at. But please know, if you're new to this or if you're jumping back in or whatever it is and you're feeling overwhelmed with only one group, know that we've all felt that. I remember being so overwhelmed with just one group going, how do people do this? How do they run all these groups and then do coaching ones and like all these other things and feeling so stressed out about it? Don't stress. Do whatever works good for you and just make sure you're showing up in the groups that you're running, because if you fall, they're going to fall too, okay? All right, let's make a copy of this, and we're going to make this one aqua because that's a fun color. So I'm going to make the Summer Confidence, those words, also aqua. Man, this is not very pretty, you guys. I like things pretty. This is going to drive me crazy for a little bit, but it will look good in the end. All right, so then I'm going to run these down once again. We're just going to throw it on here for now. Okay. So there's our Summer Confidence stuff, or whatever you decide to name it. Now, I want you to think back now. Okay, so beginning of your group, whatever day you chose, I'm choosing the 4th. For at least 2 weeks, you should be advertising this new group. So what I'm gonna do, make another text box here. And I'm gonna make it the same blue color because I know that they go together then. Come on, Canva, being slow. And I'm gonna put invite, can't really see that very well, I'm gonna put SCC for Summer Confidence Club. And I'm gonna put that on the 21st. So I know 2 weeks ahead of time, I should be starting to put things out on my social media. I should be starting to put these into my story. I should be starting to say, hey, let's talk about confidence. Let's talk about our body. Let's talk about our image. Like those different things. Think about how you can tie that into your next group. So there's my invite. And then the other thing, when you guys look at, here's our coach sneak peek, we should also really that full week ahead of time, we should be inviting to that coach sneak peek. So I'm going to put that in there too. We'll make this one black because I don't need it to be that color. I'm gonna stay with the free. All right, so then you have an idea of you're inviting to your coach sneak peek. You've started inviting to your confidence group or whatever you're doing. And then the other thing I'm gonna put in here, you guys, because if I don't plan these out, they don't happen. I like to do a day in the life of a coach on my Insta stories. And it's nice to do these like 1 to 2 times a month, if not more. You could do these weekly if you want. So I'm gonna put a day in the life. And I know what that means. That is for my Insta stories where I will truly be showing everything that I'm doing throughout the day. Now, you guys look at your calendars. Figure out what days work good for you. You could do this on any day because I think it is good for people to see that it's not just a day that you're home, that you're coaching, that you can do coaching while you're at work. There's no problem with you going into your Insta stories and saying, hey, I'm on my way into work, so now I'm doing this, blah, blah, or I'm about to walk in. And then on your lunch break, be like, okay, this is what I've been doing over work. Now I'm going to sit down and, give them these little bits of information on what a typical day is for you. But plan out when you're going to do these. I prefer not to do them on Wednesdays because Wednesdays are usually our crazy days, but school is going to be wrapping up the 23rd. I don't want to do it then because I know I'll just be busy. I'm going to do it the 24th. So then here I have had this information going, okay, here's a day in the life of the coach, and I can start inviting people from this. And I can say, hey, if you're interested, they can jump in, and this following week we have something for them. So plug those type of things in. Now, I want you to keep doing this throughout June, July, and then August. And I apologize that we're not going to have time to sit and do the whole full thing all together, you guys. But this is where I want you guys thinking about, will you be running free groups? If you're going to be doing a free group, do you want it overlapping another group, or are you going to have a break in between groups and you want to have a free group? Make sure you're posting at least a week ahead of time for a free group and writing down, I should be inviting to this free group. A good time to do a free group, you guys, is right after 4th of July. So here's July 4th. Really, this next week would be a perfect time to do a free group. Really, you could do July 9th through the 13th, a 5-day clean eating group, a 4th of July detox, whatever it is. Plan those things out. Holidays are perfect times. And you guys, I'm one that I don't love running free groups. Those are just not my jam. There are people on our team that are amazing at it, and they are such a good and valuable thing to do. But I'm just not somebody that does them routinely, and it just doesn't always fit into my schedule. But if you have something following a holiday, this is a perfect time to do it, because then okay, people want a detox. People want those different things. And when you have those people jumping into a free group with you, they tend to fall into your groups in the future. They tend to eventually be a paying customer, not just a free thing. So plan those things out. I'm not going to put that on there on the calendar. Now I'm going to do a stop share with you guys really quick. Is this all making sense to everybody? I apologize. I was hoping that this could move along a little quicker, but it's certainly not going to. So I'm sorry about that. The other dates, though, that I want you guys to be aware of is we have a new program coming out. I'm just going to look at the dates because I did not write them down. Lift 4. Joel is coming out with a new program. And let me just double check my dates really quick. So this is going to be available July 16th. So that's the VIP. Sorry, I'm just looking at the dates really quick. It looks like June 11th is launch. Kate, do you know? Am I saying those right? Those dates?
It sounds right. I don't have it up right now.
I'm sorry. I had to double check, but I thought I had them written down, but I didn't. But October 1st is when it officially launches. So it looks like you can get VIP access July 16th, and then that VIP access goes to September 31st, or September 30th, excuse me. And then October 1st is when it actually launches. You guys, you want to get these in on the calendar. Make sure you're planning that out, because yes, that's the end. It's October, but you should be thinking ahead if you're planning out your calendars. And I know when I sit down and plan them out, I want to know what I'm doing months ahead of time, so you can already have it planned out, because you guys, months go by so fast. They do. Like all of a sudden the month is gone and you're going, oh shoot, I need to start another group. And I have been there so many times where I've gone, oh yeah, I'm going to start tomorrow. And I have nobody because I haven't been talking about it or doing anything. Don't do that to yourselves. It's stressful. There's no point in it. If we can plan those things out ahead of time, that's what we want to do. So try looking at it even in 3-month increments or 4-month increments, whatever works good for you, but kind of plan out this entire summer, you guys. Get all of your group names. How long are they going to be running? Are you going to be running those free groups? What are you doing? Are you going to be doing the Lift program? I think this program looks awesome. You work out 4 days a week. It's HIIT style, which I don't love. That's not totally my jam, but I also didn't think 80 Day Obsession would be my jam. And I think every single program I've ever done, I'm like, well, this is my favorite one now. So, I mean, it just kind of keeps going and they keep giving us new things. And just like Kate said about the 2B mindset, if you're not advertising about this, you guys, you're doing a disservice to a lot of people because there's a lot of people that really will benefit from that. No different than your Lift. I think of like our people that love CrossFit. This would be a great option for them. CrossFit, they don't do every day. You know, a lot of people that do CrossFit, it's maybe 3 days a week. You can sell Lift for them because they're going, okay, 4 days, I could do 4 days. There's people that don't want to work out every day that love a quick workout. And it's a short workout, you guys. I think they're half hour long. I'm pretty sure they're about that. So you have all those, but July 16th is when the VIP access is going on. So really you should be advertising this the beginning of July is when you should start promoting it and start putting all this information out. Hey, look at what's going on. This is what a HIIT workout is. You should be putting out information and educational stuff because you guys, if you look at the research, HIIT workouts are truly, if you looked out the breakout of all the different styles of workouts, HIIT workouts will get you in the best shape the quickest. So this is really good information, but do your research. Figure out that good stuff, those educational posts that you can put out and start putting them out the beginning of July and start advertising this program. Yeah, it doesn't come out till October, but if you lay those blocks down, you're going to have a lot more people interested in jumping in and wanting to do this. No different than 80 Day Obsession. We really did a good job promoting 80 Day Obsession way ahead of time. So, okay, you guys, I apologize. I was really hoping that this would be a little prettier and could be running through and we could plan out our whole calendar, but now we're running short on time. But questions, you guys, anything that you guys do in your calendars that would be more beneficial or something you guys do?
Can I share something?
Yes,
please. I think it's awesome about this call. I think this shows ownership in your own business when you do this. You can't continue to rely on your coach to tell you when the next group is. You have to set this up and run your own groups. And that's when your business is going to grow, is when you branch off. And we do team stuff, and that's awesome for launches and everything, but you've got to do this. So I love this, and I needed to plan my summer, so this is well worth my time. I love it, and I love the idea. I'm going to totally pull your idea about the lifestyle group and showing up every day with no check-ins, because I've been struggling with that, as you know.
I was planning on calling you and telling you what I
yeah,
thought.
I love it, because I was just telling Laura, I don't know what to do. The one thing I want to say about Lift is that VIP, you can, new people, new customers, so if you get a challenge pack or you buy the accessory bundle, you get access to the program right away. So you can do a challenge group for Lift in July.
Yes.
Because obviously we want people to be buying the accessory bundles, you know, with that. So new coaches and everybody can do that program starting. And I mean, that's what I plan to do. Anyways, awesome. I love it. I've definitely taken away some of your strategies, and I'm glad I have my summer planned.
Well, you guys, if you don't do it, because I planned this stuff out and I've not done it. So just do it. You actually have to follow through and plan out those certain days and look ahead. If you guys have, I mean, I know my summer is going to be crazy with T-ball and everything else. Plan those things out, because I know I'm going to have an hour sitting in doing T-ball that I'm like, I'm going to have to invite. Like, that's what I need to do. And yeah, I might be the antisocial person sitting in my car while I do it. I'm okay with that, because this is going to move my business forward. Sitting on the bleachers in the hot sun, watching my kid play T-ball at practice 3 days a week is not like, it just won't. So not that that's not important and they would love it, but you guys know what I mean. Questions, takeaways, anything else, you guys? All right. Oh, go ahead, Alicia.
What I'm going to do in my my challengers, I'm going to advertise for Lift 4. If you look under Joel for Beachbody On Demand, they have like a Lift HIIT little teaser type thing, and it's 18 minutes. It doesn't have like the right setup and stuff. It'll still kind of maybe